What is up, guys? Good old-fashioned cola back here for some more Animal Crossing. Right now in Ohio, it is 6:24 p.m. on August 7th. Let's get this stuff started. So last time we talked, I was in the middle of playing Pikmin 4, which I just wrapped up what I think is the main game. I could be totally wrong with what is considered main game and post game. I mean, credits rolled, so but I really liked what I played of that, and I'm still chugging along. Typically, like, at this point, I lose a lot of my attention span with a game after, like, I beat the initial stages of it. But like Pikmin 4, like, I don't typically 100% games, but it's been a 100% train this whole time. Like, I do not leave a dungeon until I know I've got all the treasure. I even, like, carry back all the enemies. Like, I'm sure the Sparklium that I have is probably the max that you can have for the point of the game that I'm in. I could be totally wrong, but I don't think I've missed anything really. But just wanted to follow up on the last video and say Pikmin 4 might actually be the best in the whole series, which is a fucking hot take, and I didn't think I'd have that, like, when the game was coming out. I didn't even, like, think I was gonna get it at launch. It was like, I think I said this in the last video, like, it was like a day of, like, release situation where I was like, fuck it, I've got the money, let's go get it. I love Pikmin. Let's see what it's all about. Because that 3 was good, but it wasn't anything. It didn't, like, blow me away. So I was like, well, I could probably hold off. Maybe it'll go on sale, like, in, like, a year. Because Nintendo games never go on sale. And I think I have, like, a whole unreleased video about my thoughts on Tears of the Kingdom. And I love what Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom did for Zelda, but I miss traditional Zelda. So maybe it was, like, after, like, Tears of the Kingdom where, like, it's too open for me. I need more structure or else I'll never get through a game. What the hell is that? I'm gonna catch that. I don't know. I'm probably in the minority here, but I just need, like, a little bit more structure, or else it feels like Skyrim, where it's like, well, what's the point? I'm just gonna, like, fuck around. Drone beetle. Oh, that's not good. Skyrim was a bad comparison because I've played Skyrim 100 billion fucking times. At this point, nobody plays through the main story in Skyrim. They just go and do side quests or mod the shit out of it. So that was a bad comparison, but I'm sure you get the idea where it's like, yeah, it's a lot of fun to screw around with all the new mechanics and stuff, but I don't know. It just doesn't hit the same way that, like, Wind Waker and Majora's Mask and Twilight Princess hit, even though I've got to be honest here, I've never played Twilight Princess, but I hear that everyone says that is one of the best ones. So I really should bust out the old Steam Deck, hop on Dolphin, and breeze through some Twilight Princess. The idea was I wanted to get the remaster for the Wii U, and now there is it's like essentially the same method they used to soft mod your 3DS. This is pretty sweet paper. Dragon paper. I wonder if this is rare paper that you can't get again, and I'm just fucking wasting it to send fossils that I don't even, like, care to sell. But essentially it's the same method that you would use to soft mod your 3DS, which I did. I don't know if I ever talked about that. I even ran into, like, this little hiccup, and I was like, well, fuck it, I'm not gonna do this then. The internet lied. It is not easy and fun to hack your 3DS. But I just honestly bypassed the issue and started downloading Kirby Triple Deluxe, and I was in the game, and it was a freaking blast to pick up some of the games that I never got the chance to pick up when I could. Let's go ahead and sell all this stuff. Another thing I wanted to bring up was the Pokemon Direct that's going to happen tomorrow. I already saw some kind of leak that I think Nintendo themselves accidentally put out. It's looking like it's just a raid in, I think it was Scarlet and Violet, I don't know. I didn't buy Scarlet and Violet. The whole frame rate issue like totally like skeeved me out. I was like, I'm good. I didn't care for Sword and Shield, and I didn't care for Arceus. I'm like getting a little burnt out on Pokemon. I don't think they're at the top of their game anymore. I think probably they should maybe take a year off or something, because it is not what it used to be. And I know people had their issues with Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, but I mean, I liked what I played. I got stuck at Cynthia and then didn't want to go and like grind, because I was like, I think it was right in the middle of the semester, and I was like, I don't have fucking time for this. It's like, if I can't beat her, then she's just going to be the champion from this point forward. So I really should go back and play, especially right now before the semester starts. But I also have, oh god, what was that 3D Kirby game that came out for the Switch? I bought that when I bought Tears of the Kingdom, because it was like that two for half off deal or whatever, the vouchers that Nintendo does. What in goddamn fuck was that? I hope the mic picked that up. Oh god, if that's a mouse in my house, I am gonna freak the fuck out. Okay, where was my train of thought? I really hope the mic picked that up and I don't seem like a crazy person. It was like a e, like a really high pitched e. Whew. I'm like the fucking lady from Tom and Jerry when it comes to mice. I do not fuck with mice. I was talking about Pokemon. I don't know, we'll skip ahead. Ricky Rubio, in terms of Cleveland Cavaliers National Basketball Association news, I don't know if he is done for good, but he is stepping away from the team. So he's citing mental health reasons, which is completely valid. Take your time, Ricky. Dude has been playing pretty much professional basketball since he was like 13, 14 years old. Oh, I think the EEE was the foster cats that I have right now. They're two little brothers, and they're wrestling against the door. Okay, my mind is at ease now. Whew, no mice. But I gotta assume the Cavs go out there and get another point guard now, right? I mean, that was like your main backup guy, and he was kind of shaky to begin with after his second torn ACL. If there's any hot take point guard free agents / trade options that you got for the Cavs, shoot them in the comments below. I'm kind of skipping over some stuff on my little list here. I've been thinking a lot about... I'm having a lot of nostalgia for like the Nintendo DS days recently. I've been watching a lot of retrospectives, and it's like kind of put it in perspective for me about what that time meant. Like, I have very, very vivid memories of playing Wild World with my little sister, and we were sitting in the living room, Cartoon Network's on the TV. It's like Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, Chowder, Misadventures of Flapjack. What else were some other ones? My Gym Partner's a Monkey. That's a one I never hear people talk about, that one. I feel like we watched a bunch of other stuff too, but those were like the main shows that we like still quote to this day. I'm just like, I keep going through all these phases where I'm like, damn, did I take that time for granted, or did I have as much fun as I could have? Well, you'll never know. I don't know. I think that's just part of getting older. Which is a great segue into my album review of the new Front Bottoms record. If you guys don't know, the Front Bottoms, they're like a folky pop-punk indie band out of New Jersey. I've always talked about them on here very highly. They used to be one of my favorite bands. But as I've gotten older, it's like really like the past 2 years, I have really fallen out with like pop-punk, emo style music. And I always told myself I wasn't going to be that kind of person that like just stopped listening to something. Like, and I don't know if it's like I'm getting older and like I'm not connecting with the lyrics as much, or whatever, like I'm just not the vibe right now. Or or if like that whole scene is just kind of getting stale. Like I felt like after Machine Gun Kelly came out with his pop punk record, which at the time I really really liked it, and going back I'm like, yeah, this was kind of just like generic. I bought into the hype a lot. I'm sure there's a video on here where I'm like singing praises. Do I think he's a better pop punk artist than he is a rapper? Oh, fuck yeah. I think that is his game, and he should probably stay in that rather than try to hop back into hip-hop. But I think he kind of ruined the scene because it became very, very popular to have that specific type of pop-punk sound. So then every fucking pop-punk band that put out anything after that album, it all just sounded like that then. In my opinion, at least. I mean, if there's stuff, I mean, there is stuff that doesn't sound like that. Like, I just heard The Story So Far. They put out a new song the other day, which sounded phenomenal. The Wonder Years still sound like the Wonder Years, but like, I don't know. I don't listen to them anymore. A tour that would have typically got me through the roof excited, I think, came through last year. They might be coming through again. It was Real Friends and Knuckle Puck, and granted, Real Friends has a new singer, but he was pretty good on the project they put out with him. But I mean, regardless, Knuckle Puck would have got my ass in the door. I love Knuckle Puck, or I loved Knuckle Puck, but I mostly just, I mean, I'm sticking with like nu metal and hip hop at this point. Like, I don't even really listen to Modest Mouse anymore, which was like my undisputed favorite band for quite some time. So I don't know. Sound off in the comments below. Is it me, or is it the music scene? Am I a stick in the ass and I'm just like defaulting to music I listened to when I was like 7, or is the like punk emo scene getting very stale? Let me know down below. But pretty much I think that about wraps it up for today. Glad to be recording more often. I'm sure I'll drop off with content eventually. But I'm Good Old Fashioned Cola, and I will see you guys back here next time.